Raise your hand if life is shitty right now. Nigga, my feet are in there. You know, I don't have enough hands to explain or to elaborate on how shitty this shit is right now. But I guess if I had to rate life out of 10 currently, starting point would be the negatives, dog. You know, and I'm talking double digits, double freaking digits, man. It's like 2 steps forward, fucking rocket launch backwards. But I think the best move is to just, I don't know, what the fuck? What is the best move? Let me just put it out there, just to be clear. Just to be clear. Right, clear. I do not advocate for negative treatment, right? I don't. I don't, but I get it, man. I get it, Like, I can imagine how alcohol or drugs or a booty call would make me feel right now, and it would probably fill this void or this moment, but it's like it's not gonna last, dude, because the problem is still gonna be there, right? And I guess maybe sometimes you need a little boost. Maybe if you do those things to kind of boost you up so you have enough energy to really pay attention to the problem, then that's one thing, right? But if you're doing it and then going right back to not doing anything, it's like, yeah, you need to find an alternative, buddy. That's not working. That's not working. But again, I get it. I get it. Self-euthanasia, just doing it yourself, taking that sophisticated weaponry and making things go black. Again, not my choice, but again, I get it. I don't really have advice on that. I want to say don't do it. I'm gonna say don't do it, but I think that's a personal choice, right? I would like to think that's a personal choice. I feel like maybe I should put more thought into that though. But like right off the bat, right off the bat, I'm like, do you, right? Do you? I think, or don't do you because I don't know if you yeah that's complicated. That's complicated. I don't even know why I brought it up. The thing about it though, right? If you go ahead with that, you gotta know that you're not coming back, right? Like if you do drugs, um, you can wake up, right? You can come back, your high can go away. If you drink alcohol, you can become sober again. If you have sex, you can uh I don't know, stop having sex. You know what I'm saying? But if you there's no coming back. Like that's the end of things, right? And it's like you don't even know where you go after here, bro. So take your fucking pick, And if you have a religious background, buddy, I would say think again, you know, because apparently things get worse after here if you do something like that. Um, I don't, I don't know exactly, right? I don't know, and honestly, my personal thought, without being, how do I say, funded by societal views or really predicated on social values, like my personal thought is like to each their own, buddy. You do what you got to do. If you got to get up out of here, get up out of here. uh I wish you wouldn't, you know deep down I wish you wouldn't, but everyone has something that they desire, and some people desire not to fucking be here, so. And the thing is, like, if you call me, like, trying to talk you out of that, it's like, dude, all I got is, I get it, man, and I don't think that's gonna help you. You asked me, like, tell me one thing, give me one reason why I shouldn't go ahead and do this thing. And it's like, dude, you have every reason to follow through. But yeah, no, I got nothing, dude. Don't do it though. Don't do it, right? And it's like, why not? Shit. how bad is life, guy? I can't even come up with a reason. Like, okay, Houston, why do you keep going? I just feel responsible. Like, I feel responsible for a lot of things. Well, here's the thing. I don't even have the thought for myself, right? It's not like a strong feeling of mine where it's like, oh, I'm thinking about doing it. But I get the intentions behind it to kind of like relieve yourself of all the struggles and anxiety and suffering. But I just don't do it because I don't know. It's kind of like, nah, I gotta hang on, right? Like that's where my direction and my point of view and my thought is towards. I don't really have anything telling me to like let go. So or maybe I'm just a pussy. Cause honestly, that's just another way you could think about it, right? Um, that's just in the most ironic sense you could think of, right? Most ironic way you can fathom. That shit is courageous. That shit takes balls. That's dude. And again, I'm not advocating for it. I'm not saying this is the way of life. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is there's a decision to be made. And if you want to talk about someone who's a trailblazer, someone who goes against the norm, right? If you want to think about people who do what most people won't do as superheroes, I'm not gonna lie, man. People who go that route, they're like they kind of coded something of their own. Uh, then again, you just don't know where that decision leads to. So it's like might be the worst decision they've ever made, and you just can't take it back. But yeah, I gotta say though, if you try to go through with something like that and it just doesn't go through with you, that's a lot of medical bills. One, that's a lot of medical bills, and two, dude, imagine the social, you know, implications of that. It's like the eyes, the faces, the judgments. If you didn't have a reason to do it before, you definitely have one now. So it's just like there's so much that goes around it, that kind of builds that idea and things that kind of get entangled with it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not someone to really listen to on this shit. Yeah. So honestly though, if I was like forced to give like sound advice, it would honestly be to keep going, man. Keep your head up. Things are gonna look down for a moment. The way I like to look at it, right? Hope, opportunity is around the corner, right? And you might have to circle that block like for 5, 10 plus years, doing something you're trying to get the hang of, or maybe it's just life altogether you're trying to get the hang of. But honestly, man, it gets to a point where it culminates, right? All this effort and all this trial and error, it gets to a point where it manifests into something good. And sometimes it's latent, right? Sometimes it does take a minute. Sometimes you don't see the product of that which you're applying and that which you're efforting into life come to existence right away. But you just have to keep going, keep your head up. Like for instance, for me, one thing I do to kind of keep myself sound and keep myself sane, I walk. I just got done hour 22 minutes just now. I kind of range between hour 15, hour 30 minutes, but I'm just walking, right? And maybe it gives me the illusion that I'm doing something, but who knows? Maybe the weight that I lose throughout this time, maybe that is like the reason why in 5 years they're like, yo, you want a model for someone, you know what I'm saying? It's delusional, but you got to keep those things in mind. Just little things that you try to put into your life: eating good, having a project to work on, having friends to check in on. That's another thing. Me personally, when I'm in my head, when I'm worried about myself and I'm feeling like self-conscious, I really try to just put out good energy. Talk to someone, see how they're doing, check in on them, and make them feel good, make them feel excited about life, and that does well to reorganize me. It's crazy times we're living in right now. The political landscape, environmental landscape, the social landscape. It's all looking a bit blurry, but I think what I'm asking for people right now is really to just keep your head up, just strive for a better version of yourself in any capacity in which you can. Just give it all you got. But anywho, make sure to leave a rate, leave a rating of your life so far, what you think about life. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe. But if you're not going to do any of that, at the very least, please do leave a comment. Your boy would love to have a conversation with you.